Yo, welcome to the Sunday El Jefe live show. And as you can see on the thumbnails, you can see in the video title, today we're going to be talking about these bad boys right here, the Focal Bathys. But before we get to that, just some quick house cleaning here for anybody who wants to catch us on the replay. As usual, this is going to be a live review. So I'm not going to be addressing the chat, answering questions until the live review is done. But once that's done, we'll get into the usual live Q&A shenanigans. That's how we're going to do it. So if it's your first time here, that's kind of how these things sort of roll. But we'll be doing all that right afterwards. Secondly, if you end up wanting to watch the entire replay of this, as always, I'm going to upload the full replay into the El Jefe live playlist that you can find right on the homepage of my YouTube channel. So just kind of throwing that out there. But aside from that, man, I don't want to waste a ton of time. We're going to get straight into this live review as quickly as possible. Huge shout out to my moderators in the chat. Holla at your boy and Barry Johnson. I see T's in the building too. And Genosis, what's up, everybody? Good to see everybody here. Appreciate every single one of you. But please, for all the new people that start showing up after we get started, let them know what's going on. And then I'll be getting to questions and things of that nature, as soon as we get finished with the live review. And make sure you stick around to the end. I also included rankings and some mic quality samples of all the headphones. So definitely something to check out. But with that said, I'm gonna do a quick camera check here. So make sure that camera is good. Close-up camera, looks like we're looking okay right here. All right, so just making sure everything is good to go. All right, so let's go ahead and get this started. So bam. All right, top down, just like that. All right, perfect. Here we go. The Focal Bathys have arrived, and I'm here to give you my review after spending a few weeks living with them. I'll also be explaining why I feel these are the new sound quality king for wireless headphones. As always, there will be links in the video description for all the products shown in this video. But first, let me preface this by saying that this review won't be featuring any frequency response graphs. So if you want to check those out, I will leave links for those in the video description so you can check them out for yourself. I approach audio by listening to my favorite music, then giving you my opinions and thoughts. If that's not your cup of tea and you feel like dipping out of this video, there's no hard feelings. So now let's jump straight into it. So first, let's go ahead and crack open the box. So basically this is what you get when you order these headphones. So here's the box itself. Flip it around, that way you can see it. Focal Bathys, nice packaging here. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and do the, let's go ahead and crack this guy open here. Pops open from the bottom, so you can see just like that. Let's go top down there. So here we have the box itself. You've got some QR codes so you can get the Focal Naim App. So inside the box, you get the carrying case itself for the headphones. The headphones are inside there. You get some books and stuff, but that's pretty much it for what's inside the box. Let me get that out of the way. All right, so let's go ahead and crack these guys open. So this is the case itself. You got a little carrying strap right here. Actually pretty nice, feels pretty good. Same shape and size for the most part. It's what you get with like Sennheisers or the Sony XM5. So basically kind of par for course. Feels nice, the material is actually quite nice. So let's go ahead and crack these open. And here you have the star of the show, and these are the Focal Bathys themselves. Sorry, trying to get these in the shot here. There we go. All right, Focal Bathys themselves. Let me see if I need to back this camera up just a hair right there. There we go. And that way you guys can see it just a little bit better. So in the box, obviously you got the headphones themselves. You also get a 3.5mm auxiliary cable, and you get a USB-C to USB-C cable. So that's for charging them up, or if you want to use these in their USB DAC mode, you also have that option as well. And there's like a little carrying pouch right here, so no biggie. Let's go ahead and pull the headphones themselves out, get this case out of the way. So yeah, and here we have the Focal, the Focal Bathys themselves, and these are some seriously unique looking headphones. At least if you're not accustomed to what Focal headphones look like. If we're more of the general consumers, we're accustomed to like what the XM4s and XM5s from Sony or the Bose, things like that. So these definitely are a different approach to the way a headphone looks, but this is sort of par for course for what you get from Focal themselves. So definitely something to check out. But enough of that. Let's go ahead and jump into what these headphones actually bring to the table. So first up, let's talk about that connectivity. So the Focal Bathys, they are featuring Bluetooth 5.1 with SBC, AAC, and aptX Adaptive as their connection codecs. And that makes them compatible with both Android and iOS devices in my testing. They also feature Google Fast Pair, so you can actually see one of those fast pairing prompt on newer Android devices. Now, in addition to this, there's also a 3.5 millimeter jack on the ear cup itself, so you can use these with an aux cable if you decide you want to go that route, as well as the USB-C port, which doubles for both charging and for USB DAC playback. So you have both of those options as well. So 3 ways of connecting. You have the USB, you have the 3.5 millimeter, and Bluetooth as usual. So now, let's go ahead and do that. So as far as Bluetooth range, so basically, you know, when I have these, I'm wearing them in wireless mode, and then I'll leave my phone in my office. I managed to get right about 40 feet or just about 12.2 meters in my testing. And I was able to put, I believe it was 3 walls in between the headphones and the phone before I started hearing any sort of dropout. So a very, very rock solid connection. Now, the Focal Bathys themselves are also featuring a multi-point connection, so you can pair them up with 2 devices. I actually tried pairing them to a bunch of different things, just to see kind of if they were going to be compatible. There's no issues. And I paired these up with my iPhone 14 Pro Max, the iPad Pro, my Pixel 7 Pro, and also my Windows PC. So multi-point has worked perfectly as expected. So now let's move over to a little bit of video latency, or video and gaming latency, and that's basically lag. For me, it was minimal latency to be experienced on any of the Android devices that I tested with. They're taking advantage of that aptX adaptive codec, which will either reduce latency as needed or will increase audio quality as needed. It's pretty dope, actually. Now, as far as mobile gaming is concerned with the Focal Bathys, gaming was actually pretty good with these guys. I actually kind of liked it. I played a few rounds of Call of Duty Mobile. Latency was there, but not enough to be a distraction for a casual player like me. But if you need zero latency, be sure to use either the aux cable or the USB cable for an instantaneous connection. So, once you got them wired in, you don't have to worry about any sort of lag or anything like that. Now, let's talk about the build quality and the comfort. So the build quality of these headphones is, needless to say, it's top notch. I mean, you're getting top notch construction here, top notch materials. It's all premium. It's aluminum build with magnesium for these yokes right here to reduce weight, as well as using real leather on the headband and microfiber for the padding right here. So these are just seriously well built. Pads are super comfortable as well. So yeah, I mean, excellent overall. They maintain the unique style of Focal's headphones. So if you've seen them before, you kind of know what I'm talking about when it comes to that. And they also feature a glowing LED right here. So let me go ahead and click these on real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. Check that out. You see how it just started glowing? So, and that you can turn off. If you don't want to have the Focal logo glowing, you can definitely shut that off if you wish. So I'm going to shut those back off. But overall, pretty dope, in my opinion, as far as style, as far as materials. The combination of the materials and the design give these a premium feel that's unmatched by the likes of Sony, Bose, or even Apple for that matter. Now, they achieved a perfect balance of style and build quality while keeping the overall weight to a decent level, I would say. These come in weighing in at, I believe it is 350 grams, while the AirPods Max come in at 386 grams. Now, for comparison, when we're talking about lightweight headphones, we're thinking Sony XM5, Bose QC45. Those come in at about 250 grams. So very, very light, but it's also because of all their plastic and their construction. So something to keep in mind. But overall, I didn't feel a ton of the weight of the Focal Bathys while wearing them, because they do have increased clamping force when compared to something like the AirPods Max. So they carry a lot of the weight on the ear cups themselves. So overall, still very, very comfortable, for day-to-day usage, at least in my personal opinion. So now, like comfort. Let's talk about comfort a little bit. So far they've been very comfortable for a massive head like mine. Just to keep that in mind. If you've got a huge head, you're going to be okay with these headphones. Not going to be a problem. The headband padding and the microfiber material hasn't caused me any pain, discomfort, or any hot spots. Usually with some headphones, I'll get some pain right here if they've got, if they're too heavy. Sometimes the AirPods Max can do that after wearing them for a couple of hours. So that can happen. It doesn't happen all the time, but it can happen. Secondarily, the oval shaped ear pads right here, excellent padding. They're very plush, and they fit my huge ears perfectly. I don't have any issues with them, like with my earlobes or anything like that sitting inside here or causing any sort of pressure. So overall, super comfortable for me. And on top of that, these ear pads, they do pop off really easily. So at a certain point in time, if you need to replace them, you can totally do that. There's going to be a ton of aftermarket support when it comes to pads for Focal headphones, which is always nice. Now, one topic that does come up with headphones like this is how's the clamping force. I would say that it's stronger on a large head like mine. But for me, all I did was actually stuck them on a box. So anytime that I wasn't wearing them, like when I wasn't doing any testing, I would put them on a box, essentially stretched out like that, keeping them at that same size so they would sit like that overnight. Keeping them like that for about a week, and now clamping force has been reduced. So overall, it actually fits me super, super comfortably. So no issues whatsoever. Now, let's talk about the controls on these headphones, and they're very simple. So they're going with button controls and a switch. So there's no touch controls with these guys whatsoever. So that's kind of a cool move if you ask me. Some people like touch controls. For me personally, I don't mind going with just straight buttons. So no problems there for me. Everything is placed very well. Most of it is on the right ear cup with one button on the left side here. So here you have the volume rocker. So up and down, it has a multi-function button right in the middle, and that's your play pause, double tap for track forward, triple tap for track back. And that's also for answering and ending phone calls. You have the switch here that's off off DAC and on. So yes, 3 positions there. Right here is your smart assistant. So they're compatible with Google Assistant or, Amazon's smart assistant. I don't want to say the word. And there's your USB port right there. On this side, this is your actual like ANC transparency mode button right there. So you can do that. It also has, single tap to switch modes or long press if you want to switch between soft ANC and strong ANC. So you have both options there. So overall, pretty solid if you ask me. Control wise, it's actually quite easy to learn, pretty ergonomic. So once I figured out what all the controls did, and exactly where they were, controlling them became a snap. So no problems whatsoever. Now, let me go ahead and cut these on so we can talk about the app, because the Focal Bathys, they actually do have some app support. So you can get the Focal Naim App on both Android and iOS. So let's see if it'll go ahead and pull up there. There we go. There we are. So there is the app right there, and the Focal Bathys. So you open it up. First thing you see is the headphones themselves, obviously. Then you have EQ. So if you go into EQ, you get a 5-band equalizer, so you can make adjustments if you need. So it's telling me I need to stream music for it to do it. Yeah, all right, hold on. Chill out here. Let's put some music on so that it won't trip out on me. Here we go. All right, there we go. So let's see. All right, yeah. So now we see the Qualcomm aptX Adaptive right there. So EQ. So this is where you can go in and make those adjustments as needed. As you can see, actually give them a bump in the mid-range a little bit, nothing too crazy, but you can set your own presets. And then they have some built-in, which is home. Then they also have loudness as needed. And you can, obviously set up your own in there, whichever way you want to roll. Noise cancellation. You have three modes here. You have your transparency, you have soft ANC, and strong ANC, or basically silent. Kind of odd that we don't have the ability to just turn ANC off, but I'll talk about that a little bit more in a minute. And then you have the LED, so you can actually shut off the LED, or you can dim it if you wish. You have 3 different options there. I like the way the LED looks. That's just me. I know some people don't want to have that, or don't want to have that flashy look of the backlit logo. I don't really care. So I like the way that it looks, so I like to keep it on there. Then you have the headphone battery itself, and then it'll also show you the actual audio format. So right now it's on Qualcomm aptX Adaptive, but when they're paired to an iPhone in here, it'll actually show AAC. And then here you have the settings, so voice assistant, You can set it up for local, you can set it up for Amazon or for Google. Then in here you have your about. This is where you'll see all the different headphone versions, the firmware versions, things of that nature. So there isn't a ton to the app. It's actually quite simple overall compared to a lot of the other apps on the market, say from like Sony or even Bose or Soundcore, stuff like that. Overall, the app experience has been okay in my personal opinion. On Android, I haven't experienced any problems. On iOS, it has been a bit finicky where the app won't stay connected to the headphones. But I've been experiencing all kinds of weird Bluetooth issues with my iPhone 14 Pro Max. So I can't say if this is the app or my phone that's causing the issues here, because I'm also experiencing issues with Bluetooth on like my AirPods, which is crazy. So AirPods on an iPhone should not have any kind of issues. So just throwing that out there. So now let's get into some of the actual performance of the Focal Bathys, and I'll be doing some rankings along the way. Unfortunately, I don't have the Bowers & Wilkins PX8, so don't ask. I simply don't have them yet, so we'll have to go from there. So first, let's talk about the battery life of the Focal Bathys. Now, Focal was claiming up to 30 hours playback on a single charge with noise cancellation turned on. Now, in my own testing, I'm going to go ahead and bring it up here so that you guys can see it yourself. Let's see. There it is. So in my own testing, I managed to get 28 hours and 11 minutes, and that's on the strongest ANC setting. That's ANC silent, and we're doing the testing on aptX. 27 hours and 36 minutes on transparency mode. And then with the USB DAC mode, I managed to get 39 hours and 48 minutes. So overall, pretty good. And everything was tested at 75% volume with mixed media. And when I talk about mixed media, we're talking videos, music, things of that nature. So just kind of switching things up to give it kind of a well-rounded test. So overall, put the battery numbers back up one more time so that you guys can see that. But there you have it again, 2811 with noise cancellation turned on. So their numbers are pretty spot on. Their claims are pretty spot on when it comes to that battery life. Now, one of the things you'll notice here is, as I said before, that the Bathys do not have an off mode for the active noise cancellation. And this is why I did not include that in my test results. Not sure why they made that move, but it's something I'd like to see added if possible, because sometimes I don't want to be using noise cancellation, period. Like, I don't want transparency mode, I don't want noise cancellation, I just want to be able to listen to them in just a standard powered headphone mode. So I think that'd be kind of nice to see. Now, once again, as far as charging the as far as charging the Focal Bathys, you do have the USB Type-C port right here. They do feature fast charging. So 15 minutes on a charge if you drain them all the way down. Plug them in for 15 minutes, you'll get an additional 5 hours worth of playback time with these headphones. So overall, pretty good when it comes to battery life, in my personal opinion. So now, moving forward, let's talk about that transparency mode of the Focal Bathys. Transparency mode here is actually pretty good. Voices and external noise come in clearly and with only a slight touch of processing in the sound. Now, sadly, it's not the best transparency mode that I've ever heard, but it can still compete at a high level. So let's go ahead and rank them here against some of the top headphones on the market. So let me pull this out just a little bit. Let's zoom out there just a tad here. So for this particular test, we've got Sony's XM5s right here. We've also got the Sennheiser Momentum 4s right there. And this is my case for the AirPods Max because, you know, the case that they included is trash. But here's my case for my AirPods Max. So here's the AirPods Max right there. Got the carbon fiber covers on them. So those are the ones we're going to be ranking them against. So for transparency, let me get these all out of the way. For transparency mode, the number one is going to be the AirPods Max. They are unmatched for their transparency mode. A close second, you've got the Sony XM5. In third place, we've got the Focal Bathys. And in fourth place, we've got the Sennheiser Momentums. The Momentums definitely need a little bit of work on that transparency mode, as I said in my full review. So just throwing that out there. Now, the transparency mode on both the Max and the XM5 are shockingly good with the most natural sound in my testing. Now, the Bathys were able to beat the Momentums. Now, sorry, the Bathys were able to beat the Momentum 4 by having a less processed sound to their mics, but, you know, they still get bested by the other two at the top of this particular ranking. So just wanted to make that clear. So now let's move over to the active noise cancellation. So the Focal Bathys feature two ANC modes. They have soft and they have silent, with soft being quieter for with soft being good for quieter environments and silent being better for noisier environments. Now, in my testing, I actually tested these up against 85 decibels worth of airliner cabin noise, along with 75 decibels of crowd noise. These perform much better against the steady lower frequencies, but the crowd test showed how they could still use a bit more work to improve the mid-frequency noise attenuation. Now, both settings work well enough, but I find myself in soft mode more often than not, being that I'm not always in like super noisy environments. Sadly, there is no ANC offsetting, still to my surprise, but that's something that I think that should be added in. Now, when it comes to noise cancellation, let's go ahead and rank them one more time. Now, this is going to look a little similar to you guys, but here's how we're going to roll. In first place, you've got the Sony XM5s. That's going to be first place for noise cancellation. In a very tight, very close second, you've got the AirPods Max. In third, we've got the Bathys once again. In fourth place, we've got the Sennheiser Momentum 4s. Now, this was actually a close race, both for first place and for third place here, between the Momentum 4s and the Bathys. This is where the Bathys and Momentum 4 kind of struggle. I'd say both of these can use a little bit of work here. For the price, I expected a bit more ANC strength from the Bathys, but I know the focus of the Bathys is sound quality, but still, there's still some room for improvement here. While these did a bit better on the lower frequencies, I would say the ANC on these gives you a bit more cabin pressure. So these didn't have that issue. So that's why I kind of chose these for third place there. So just throwing that out there, I want to explain how I kind of rank them up when it comes to active noise cancellation. So now let me get these out of the way once again. And before we move into the sound quality section of this review, the shirt I'm wearing right now, as you can see, it says PALOMA on it. This is a shirt that we designed to honor my wife Paloma, who recently passed away. And Paloma was the most amazing wife I could ever ask for, and she supported my YouTube journey more than anyone else. So I want to honor her memory by donating 100% of the proceeds from the sales of this merch design to the Alameda County Community Food Bank. If you would like to help, please check out the links in the video description. We have tees, lady shirts, and hoodies available, and it all goes towards putting food on the table for local families in need. And I know she would be super proud of both me as well as the Hefe fam for stepping up to help. So huge thanks to Beats for Hope and DJ Bionic for making this happen, and thank you so much for your time. And just to be clear, we've already, just since this merch dropped in the past couple of weeks, we've already managed to provide nearly 400 meals. So it's incredible what we're doing. The more we do, the more people can eat. So definitely something to do if you want to help out. So now let's move into the sound quality of the Focal Bathys. I know that's an important thing for a lot of people. That's what a lot of people are showing up for. So first, let's get this out of the way. All of my sound testing was performed using both Apple Music Lossless on AAC on the iPhone and Qobuz High Res in aptX Adaptive, along with some locally stored FLAC and WAV files. So I wanted to make sure I was using the best source audio that I could for all the different types of testing I was doing. Now, sound quality, this is where the Focal Bathys truly shine. Now, Focal is known for the exceptional dynamic sound when it comes to headphones, and that reputation shows in the tuning of these headphones. Now, the Bathys also feature that USB DAC mode that I had mentioned before, and that allows you to listen to high-res audio files up to 24:192 where possible. However, I didn't find myself doing this too often because the sound quality difference between USB DAC mode and wireless via aptX was minimal, I would say. Now, just to be clear, the difference is noticeable with good source audio. I simply didn't find myself reaching for the USB cable too often since the sound quality over Bluetooth is excellent. But make sure you give this a try if you want a legit high-res audio experience with the Focal Bathys. Now, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and break down the sound. So, first up, let's go ahead and start with the bass. Now, the Focal Bathys have strong bass response with impressive sub bass, but it's all controlled. There's no muddiness, there's no bloat in the sound. You still get that solid punch with hip hop tracks, as well as that sweet mid bass that doesn't hurt vocals. Now, drums and rock sound real, and 808 drums have that power that actually satisfies. So bass heads are definitely going to like these headphones, but you can also dial it back back if you don't want that much bass. So it's kind of nice. You can have the best of both worlds here. Now, some of the test tracks that I used here were You Right by Doja Cat featuring The Weeknd, as well as Bomb Track by Rage Against the Machine. And both show how good the bass response is in very different genres, yet still shining equally on both. So pretty awesome if you ask me. Now, moving over to the mid-range on the Focal Bathys. Now, mids come in warm and rich in my opinion, more on the neutral side than forward. So I noticed like that I kind of, when I was listening to it, I kind of felt like they needed a little bit more energy. So that's what I did in the app. I actually bumped up the mids just a little bit to kind of bring that out a little bit more. And it definitely helped. It brought more energy to the sound. So for me, these have the most natural sounding mid-range of all the wireless headphones in my collection. Live instruments sound so good here. Both male and female vocals have presence without being in your face. Now, some of the test tracks I used were Unchained Melody by Al Green, for the smooth vocals along with the live band recording. It's a beautiful performance that if you haven't heard it, you need to check it out. So it's Unchained Melody by Al Green. And I also used Mil Horas by La Sonora Dinamita for the lively female vocals along with that live cumbia instrumentation. If you want to get your body moving, then this song is definitely for you. Now, moving over to the treble. Now, right out of the box, the treble on the Bathys comes in nice and crisp. There's no harshness and there's no sibilance, but it's still bright and lively with excellent detail retrieval. It can be opened up even more with EQ if you want to give a bit more airiness to live instruments. There's also a wide soundstage here that puts you in the middle of a live band recording or symphony. And by wide, I mean wide for a closed back headphone. Just wanted to keep that in mind, not like the kind of width you get from open back. So just to be clear. Instrument separation is also excellent, as well as sounds having their own layers and their own room to shine. Now, some of the test tracks that I used here, well, the first one was Mexicana Hermosa by Natalia Lafourcade. The horns, the guitars, the strings backing these two amazing vocalists in this duet is a feast for your ears. Now, the other track I used was Waltz of the Flowers from the Nutcracker, and that's a classic that never goes out of style. Get some culture in your life, add both of these tracks to your playlist ASAP. But now let's get into some sound quality rankings to see how these all stack up. Now, let's see here. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's pull this camera out one more time. There we go. Just like that. All right. So in first place, needless to say, is the Focal Bathys. Second place, we've got the Sennheiser Momentum 4. Third place for me, we've got the Sony XM5s. And in fourth place, we've got the Apple AirPods Max. So just making that clear. So first place, Bathys. Second place, Sennheiser Momentum 4s. Third place, XM5s. Fourth place, AirPods Max. Now, needless to say, the Focal Bathys are the best sounding wireless headphones that I have personally tested to date. This is why the title of the video says Sound Quality King. Their ability to present music in a rich yet natural way is a true testament to the engineers at Focal. When it comes to my favorite genres, classic rock, hip hop, old school R&B, and Latin music, the Focal Bathys easily bested the others in this comparison. While all of these headphones have solid sound quality that will satisfy most people, it's nice to have a true audiophile option that can live up to or even exceed the hype when it comes to sound quality. Now, the only other wireless option in my collection here that came close to the Focal Bathys are actually the Edifier Stax Spirit S3 with their planar drivers. But sadly, the build quality is not up to par on those headphones for the price, and they lack most of the advanced features found in all of these flagship headphones. So just making that clear. Now, let me get these headphones out of the way here. Pull these out. Let's go. Get that out of the way there. There we are. Drop this back in a little bit. So, constructive criticism. So if I had to give Focal any constructive criticism on these headphones, firstly, as I said multiple times in this review, the fact that there is no off position for the ANC, kind of a confusing move, something that I hope they can add to it. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Secondarily, a stronger noise cancellation effect. Now, mind you, I think if they go stronger with the ANC, this is going to affect sound quality. I don't think there's any way around that. I think what they looked for was a balance in ANC strength and still maintaining sound quality without EQ shift. They achieved that perfectly, but it leaves a little bit to be desired. One thing that I think they could add, and I think it would be kind of cool to see, would be strength sliders for the noise cancellation and for the ambient mode. So you can really dial it into however much transparency or however much ANC power you want. Similar to what Sony does, similar to what Bose does, or what Sennheiser does. Have a slider that lets you control that to your own taste. Thirdly, in auxiliary, 3.5 millimeter wire mode can only be used while the headphones are in the on position. So if the battery is drained, you can't use these passively. At least when I tried to, it didn't let me. I wasn't getting any audio coming out of the headphones, which I thought was very strange. Now, seeing as how, seeing as how batteries in headphones have a finite life, it would be nice to be able to use these headphones passively via the aux cable so they don't become a paperweight after a few years. Either that or Focal's going to have to put a system in place for replacement batteries, one or the other. But this is something that I wanted to bring up because it's kind of odd to have a set of headphones like this from Focal, but I can't use them passively without having them be turned on. So not sure what happened there, but I just want to bring that to your attention. Now, lastly, I do feel that all of these issues can be addressed via a firmware update, but only time will tell if Focal will listen and make some improvements on this product. So now let's go ahead and do some call tests. So the Focal Bathys, they are featuring 4 mics per side, so it's going to be interesting to see how they stack up against the other flagship headphones in this comparison. Let's go. All right, so here we have the microphone sample for the Focal Bathys. So testing, 1, 2, 3. As you can see, I'm indoors in a semi-quiet room. So testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, and here we have the microphone sample for the Apple AirPods Max. So testing, 1, 2, 3. Once again, I'm indoors in a semi-quiet room. So testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, so here we have the microphone test for the Sennheiser Momentum 4. So testing, 1, 2, 3. As you can see, once again, I'm indoors in a semi-quiet room. So testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, so here we have the microphone samples for the Sony WH-1000XM5. So testing, 1, 2, 3. Once again, I'm indoors in a semi-quiet room. So testing, 1, 2, 3. And here we have the Focal Bathys in a simulated crowd noise environment. So something like a busy bar, a crowded restaurant, or even like a crowded train station, something along those lines. So testing, 1, 2, 3. And here we have the Apple AirPods Max in a simulated crowd noise environment. So something like a busy bar, a crowded restaurant, or even something like a busy train station, something like that. So testing, 1, 2, 3. And here we have the Sennheiser Momentum 4s in a simulated crowd noise environment. So something like a busy bar, a crowded restaurant, or even something like a crowded train station. Something along those lines. So testing, 1, 2, 3. And here we have the Sony WH-1000XM5 in a simulated crowd noise environment. So something like a busy bar, a crowded restaurant, or even a crowded train station. Something along those lines. So testing, 1, 2, 3. As always, you're going to have to be the judge of the microphone quality down in the comment section. All right, so with all of that out of the way, for full disclosure with you, headphones.com sent the Focal Bathys over for my own testing and review. However, there was no monetary compensation involved, and they were not afforded any copy approval or early access to this video prior to it being published. Now, I'm telling you this because I believe in honesty and transparency with you as the viewer. As always, please be sure to watch multiple reviews before making that final purchase decision. I know my homie DMS, he just dropped a full review over on the headphones.com YouTube channel, so make sure you check that out because he goes into both objective and subjective, so definitely give it a watch. Now, if you're interested in seeing my video on the Sennheiser Momentum 4s, check out the video I'm gonna leave for you right up here on the screen. With that said, my name is Jefe, and I'm out this bitch. All right, man. Thank you all for hanging with me for that live review, man. Seriously appreciate it. But yeah, man, definitely these Focal Bathys, man, they are the truth. You know, at least up until I get a chance to try out the Bowers & Wilkins PX8 or the I believe it's the MH75s or the other ones, or maybe those Mark Levinsons. Haven't had any luck getting my hands on some of those other headphones, so we'll have to wait and see if I can do some comparisons to those. But yeah, so that's kind of where we stand right now. You know, these absolutely just demolish the other headphones in my collection when it comes to sound quality for wireless. It's pretty wild. So, but let me say what's up to everybody in the chat, man. So I know I'm like half hour behind on chat, dude. I am so sorry, but I seriously want to give a huge thank you to the moderators for holding it down, man. Barry and LaShawn, man, they've been holding it down. Barry Johnson and Holla at Your Boy, man. They've been doing it, man. But huge thank you to everybody. See, Hank was in here waiting already. Bradley, what's up, boy? Island boy, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Darren, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. By Burner, what's up, man? Dake, know what's going on, brother? Good to see you. All right, man. Let's see who else we got. We got Max in the house. What's up, man? T's in the building. What's up, T? Good to see you. Always good to see you. Let's see. Janos is in the building. What's up, man? Scott Pledger. Good to see you here, brother. I know he's also a fan of DMS. So always good to see you here. Said I just listen to AirPods, but I'm here. Hey, I appreciate you, bro. Aaron Douglas, what's up, man? Good to see you. Cassandra Wilkins, good to see you. Good to see you. All right, we got Timo Tech in the house. Long time no see. What's up, man? How you doing? Jay Rangel, how you doing? Good to see you. Jeff J, hey, man, how you doing? Good to see you. Eric, what's up, man? All right, Scoop in the building. What's up, brother? Derek, hey, shout out to Derek Crocker. What's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's see here. Sean Brady's in the building. What's up, man? David MSP, good to see you, man. Always good to see you. Always a pleasure, man. Let's see. Rob Hawk coming through with the $13.99 super chat. Let's hit it for him one time. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Always coming through every time with that super chat. Highly appreciate it. Sean P, what's up, brother? Good to see you. 504 in the building. What's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Always a good time. Let's see here. What else we got? Let's see here. What else we got? Daniel Ortiz, what's up, man? Mr. T, what's going on, man? Hobby Talks in the house. Good to see you, man. How you doing? Good to see you here. Let's see here. Who else we got? Tech Gentleman, what's up, man? Good to see you, brother. Let's see. All right, just catching up here. Nacho, what's up, man? All right, good to see you. Gigi's in the building. What's up, Kimmy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Fascinating. Sorry about your wife. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Danny Ramos coming through with $10.99 super chat one more time. Let's hit it. Thank you. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. So let's keep it going here. Let's see. Where are we at here? BG Tech Life in the house. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. What else we got? Not a Raccoon. What's up, man? Good to see you. Made it. I'm in the middle of moving apartments. Oh, moving's the worst. Moving is the worst, man. I wish you the best of luck, man. I wish you the best of luck with that, man. Appreciate you coming through, man. Technical, any comparisons against Master Dynamic? No, nothing yet. I don't have any of Master Dynamics over-ear headphones. So I've been reaching out. Hopefully I can get my hands on them. So we'll see. Bowers and Wilkins, same. I've been reaching out, trying to get my hands on their stuff. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully soon, though, man. Hopefully soon. Because if I want to get the Bowers and Wilkins and the Master Dynamics, I'm going to be out for like $1,200, $1,300 easy. So hopefully they'll shoot over some review samples. That'd be kind of fun. Alejandro says, that's an artist I haven't heard in a long while. Natalie, oh yeah. With these descriptions, I wonder how they sound playing Dead Man's Party. Hey, I'll have to give that a try, man. It says, I'll have you put so much effort into these reviews, more effort than I put into physics class in college. Hey man, I try, bro. I'm trying, man. Yeah, for mics, Sony is seriously good, man. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Yeah, Sony killed it in crowd noise. It's not even fair to compare Sony to like pretty much the entire rest of the headphone market. It's not fair when it comes to the call quality, especially in crowded noise, in crowded spaces, because I feel like the AirPods Max sound a bit more natural in the quiet environment. But when it comes to noise, Sony is the king for that, man. Let's see. What else we got here? Just trying to get caught up here. Find the clamp force on the Focal Celeste to be a bit too strong for extended listening, but the Bathys is just about right. Oh, interesting. Okay, nice. Hey, Doobie Dayshay, what up? How you doing? Good to see you. I missed the build materials. Oh, build materials is all aluminum, real leather, and magnesium. So it's serious build quality here, my guy. Serious build quality. Flash 363, what's up, man? Salute. How you doing? I want these, but I just bought the Shamling M6 Ultra last week. Maybe Christmas. Hey, maybe. Estebandito, what's up, man? Good to see you. Yeah, we got to get M&D on board, man. No doubt, man. Me and my partner just helped a woman give birth in her car while waiting for the ambulance. We ended it all eating while listening to El Jefe. What a beautiful evening. Wow, that is wild, man. But good for you, man, helping somebody out. That is one heck of a day, man. That's awesome. That's going to be a good story to like, you know, tell the homies while having a cold one. You know, that'll be nice, man. That's awesome, man. I don't even know what to do in that kind of a situation except like try to keep them calm. Like, yeah, I would not know, man. I'd be completely at a loss. So yeah, good thing is I'm not squeamish. You know, I wouldn't be one of those dudes that faints when they see a baby being born. You know, I'm not squeamish like that, man. I seen animals being born on the farm, so it's I'm good as far as that goes. Yeah, that's wild, man. That's wild. But I also wanted to say thank you again. And as I said during the call to action about the PALOMA shirts, I got word from Beats for Hope that we had been able to donate basically over 300 meals so far in people picking up this merch. That's not nothing, man. Like 300 meals is not nothing. So the more we do, the more that we can give. So definitely, man, make sure you guys check that out. It's awesome that a lot of my creator friends are stepping up to help. A lot of my Jefe fam is stepping up to help. So the more we can do to help families in need, the better. And it's I think it's an amazing way to honor the memory of my wife, and that way we can all kind of come together to honor her collectively as well. So pretty dope if you ask me, man. Let's see. Jefe, I'm listening from the Buds 2 Pro. Nice. Questions. What EQ preset is best for you? And can you explain what the 360 audio actually does? For me, I usually leave them in dynamic for the Galaxy Buds. So, and then 360 audio, I don't like Samsung's 360 audio, but essentially it's supposed to put the sound in a 3D space around you, similar to spatial audio. But I didn't really like the Samsung's implementation of it. So yeah, but that's just me. That's just me, man. Not a raccoon. I was an EMT for 5 years. 90% of the time you just catch. Childbirth mostly takes care of itself. Wow. All right. I mean, I know the mom would think differently, but I hear what you're saying for the second person, from the third party perspective. I hear you, man. I hear you. Yeah, man. But one thing did come up, man, that I wanted to also talk about. And also, just to be clear, all of this live replay stuff that we're doing right here, is going to be cut off of this particular video, but I'll be re-uploading the full thing on the El Jefe Reviews live playlist that, well, where'd it go? Why is it not showing up here? That's weird. Okay. What happened there, man? Hang on a sec here. I'm wondering why my Google Chrome screen's not showing. What's the deal there? Right there. There it is. Good Lord. Okay. That threw me off for a sec. Okay, here we go. Bam. All right. So if you scroll down here, you go to my homepage, El Jefe Reviews, you scroll down and you'll see El Jefe Live. So this is where that full replay will be listed. So if you want to watch all the extra that we do on the live streams, because the one that's up here, the one that has, you know, the thumbnail and everything, that one's going to be chopped down to just the review portion. So just throwing that out there. But this brings me to the other thing that I wanted to talk about, which is this right here, man. So actually, let me do this. Let me do this really quick. Let me grab a link so I'll be ready to go with that. Where is it? No, that's not it. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. So we'll put that in here. Copied. Okay, perfect. And, oops, that's not it. All right, here we go. So, hold on. We got super chat coming in from my guy Scott Pledger, coming through with $50 super chat. Thank you, man. That's highly appreciated. Let's hit it one time. Man, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. $50 super chat coming through from my guy Scott Pledger. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for that. But yeah, so this was bringing me up to what I wanted to talk about, because we found a screaming deal. Shout out to my guy Dom. He actually found this deal. He sent it over to me, and it's let's go ahead and bring it up here. Where did it go? So Chrome, there we are. All right. So Woot.com, Master Dynamic MW07s for $33. These are not refurbished. These are brand new. Used to be $199 and now $32. Wild. So this deal popped up a couple of weeks back and I went ahead and copped a set. I was like, you know what? Let me get those tortoise shells. I haven't had a chance to try out any of the Master Dynamic earbuds. So I was like, let me try. I know there's an MW08 now, but still I wanted to try these out because for $32, like, I mean, honestly, like $32 it's not much money, man. And for $32, if these are even halfway decent, it's a steal. It's a steal of a deal, right? So with that said, I had a chance to try them out last night as I was in the middle of doing a bunch of testing, but I wanted to try these out as well. So here they are right here in this highly polished case. Now this is what we call a fingerprint magnet of a case, because this thing is like super mirror polished. So it's a bit wild, but I got these in their tortoise shell. So as you can see right there, let me go ahead and punch in. I had it all zoomed out for the Bathys. But there they are in that tortoise shell look to them. And I'm happy to say that these earbuds actually bang. Like they got some hit, they got some bass. I wouldn't call this an audiophile sound. They do sound really good and they have some kicking bass. They also have app support, which is pretty dope. But yeah, for $33, it's a steal. I'll go ahead and put a link in the chat for anybody who is interested. There we go. So that's a link for them if you want to check them out. As far as I know, it's US only. They've got, the sale has 24 days left or until they're sold out. They come in piano black, gray terrazzo. Hold on, I'm not even showing you guys. So they come in piano black. There's also gray terrazzo. Hold on, we got to show it like this. So piano black, gray terrazzo, tortoiseshell, and looks like pink coral. So you can get them in coral. But I went with the tortoiseshell myself, so just something to keep in mind. But for that price, I mean, come on, son. So it's, yeah, for what it is, that's wild. That's just wild. I don't think there's anything wrong with them, to be honest. I think it's overstock. So I think it's overstock, to be completely honest. Wait, Sev, are you telling me you gotta hold on till Thursday? Are you like LaShawn? Are you waiting for $30 to arrive too? Come on, son. Oh no, not another $30. Oh no. News on the IEM collab. Give me a sec. We're going to talk about that too. You can use the case to signal a rescue plane. You sure can. Yeah, exactly. Pank. Yeah, he needs $30 too. Oh no. You and LaShawn are in the same club, Sep. It's the $30 club, waiting on them $30 to arrive. So yeah, man. Yo, they look dope with some Club Masters with Turtles color. Yes, what I'm saying, man. I'm saying. LaShawn said, bit the bullets, screw the 30, and I got him. Okay, finally. Waiting for the check, sir. It's more than 30. Okay, gotcha. It's all good, brother. It's all good, man. But I was trying to light a fire under LaShawn, if anything. So, but yeah, that's how we roll, man. But that's a good deal, though. For what I've heard from them so far, surprisingly good. So I was like, all right, cool. Like they bang. If you like that punchy bass, they got you. Excuse me. So Evan had asked about the IEM collaboration, and I've been very, very silent about it. But some quick updates. So for people that don't know what I'm talking about, I'm doing an IEM collaboration with a bunch of audio YouTubers and like audiophile YouTubers that are Latin America. One of them is in Spain, if I remember correctly. So a lot of different Spanish channels, Spanish audio channels. So they invited me in to be a part of it. Essentially, we got an IEM and we are applying our own EQ in collaboration with one of the IEM companies. So that's something that's going to be coming down the line pretty soon. As far as I know, if I remember correctly, we are keeping it as a single dynamic driver. But one of the things that they did, and I was extremely honored by this, is as we're going through the different name choices and things of that nature, the guys actually got together, they voted and all agreed that they wanted to name the IEM after my wife, Paloma, which was very, very, it's very touching for me that they wanted to honor her this way. So that's going to be the name, as far as I'm aware, of the upcoming collaborative IEM that we're going to have. It's going to be called PALOMA. So yeah, and it's going to be pretty dope, at least in my opinion. And we did some testing, and I went ahead and sent over my EQ adjustments to it. Nothing too crazy, but hopefully I'm looking forward to something dope coming from this collaboration. Huge shout out to my guy Royce from Vivi Digital. He put all of this together with a bunch of other amazing Spanish channels, Spanish audio channels. They all came together to do this. So huge shout out to them. But yeah, so, and then, also a couple other companies that are supporting us along the way as well. Once those come in and I drop a video, I'm going to be shouting out everybody, who helped out with that. So that's going to be pretty dope. I'm really, really excited, for that project, but I wanted to give you a heads up. As soon as I get more information from Royce and, from the other guys, then I'll definitely be keeping everybody up to date on when that happens. But yeah, so it should be pretty dope, but I wanted to make sure everybody was aware of that side of it. So, but yeah, not a raccoon. I went ahead and had the Great Terrazzo F it. Hey, I mean, for that price, it's like, but yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Right on. Hey, Evan, thank you for bringing that up because I did want to talk about it and I didn't put it in my notes. So, but yeah, so hopefully we'll be able to do that, man. Let's see. Please don't put me in the same boat as LaShawn. I don't worry about $30 earbuds, much less 50. Oh no. Yes, what's that dog said? Please don't put me in the same boat. Listen, y'all are both rowing up the same boat. Y'all got one paddle between the two of you. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. $200 is a hard pass, absolutely. But for 30, you can do a lot worse. You can do a lot worse for $30. Oh man, no, exactly, man. Yeah. They found that $32. Yeah, man. Link is in the chat. I'll pop it in here one more time if anybody wants to check them out. But yeah, it's right there. It's not an affiliate link. I don't have an affiliate set up with Woot. I just wanted to have a simple short link. So that's why you see Genius, but it's not an affiliate link. Just throwing that out there. But yeah, man. But also wanted to mention the links in the description for the Focal Bathys. Let's bring that up here real quick. That's going to take you over to my friends over at headphones.com. So if anybody is interested, make sure you guys check them out, show them some love, show them, give them a follow on their social medias if you want to. Super cool team over there. So definitely worth, checking out. So that's where you'll find these. That's the place to get them. And they have some awesome coverage of a lot of different headphones, but also, and here's one thing that I want you all to keep in mind as well, is this right here, the 365-day return policy. So pretty wild, right? Pretty wild. So yeah, they got you covered, man, and free 2-day shipping. So yeah, definitely the ones that you want to check out, if you want to roll that way. But yeah, so just throwing that out there, man. Let's see. The Bathys. Stop it, sir. It's Bathys, not Bathys. Oh man. You should use the graphic on the shirt as a logo for the IEM. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens if they want to use it. Then I'll have to make sure that's doable. But we'll have to wait and see, because my concern with this right now is that we have control over it in a sense of, there's only one authorized vendor of the merch design, which is Beats for Hope. But I'm always a little sketchy about sending this design somewhere else and then having it just kind of go out of the wild and people start bootlegging stuff. So, but we'll see what they come up with. And if they want to use it, then we'll have to have that conversation. So it says $7.99. Nah, son. Hey, here's the thing you have to remember though, man. Everybody's budgets are different. Everyone's budgets are different. I know a lot of people, there's a few people in the chat who have these headphones already. Everyone's budgets are different. So just keep that in mind. So for some people, yeah, this is too much. For others, it's not. So, but I'm trying to cover stuff at all kinds of different price levels. So we do stuff that's under 50, we do stuff that's under 100, under 150, under 200. But I can't ignore the other stuff that's more expensive because they also need coverage too. This video probably won't get a ton of views, which is completely fine. Because it's not about getting the most views on it. It's about getting the right people to watch it. That's really what it comes down to. Those people that need to make that person's decision whether or not they want to pick up the Bathys or not. Hopefully my video will help them help guide them in making the appropriate decision, whether it's for them or whether it's not for them. At least they'll have a more informed decision that they can make. So, oh man, Scott, I don't have the ability to watch how many come in today before that time. I really do appreciate that. I just don't have the ability to get those numbers like that, because it's going, all the merch is, I'm not selling it. Like, I'm not packing these shirts and shipping them out to everybody. All of that goes through Beats for Hope. So yeah, I don't know. I'll see if I can come up with a way of doing that. Let me find out. Let me see if I can do that. But I just don't have a system where like I can see it. So that's all done externally. Stop being a peasant. My clears were double that cost a few years ago. I'm not surprised. Yeah. It's a specified market. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll definitely be checking the DMs. 100%, man. Says 800 is way out of my budget, but they seem to be worth the price. The drivers are made in-house and integrated DAC. Yeah, that's the beauty of it too. And that's one thing that I think a lot of people are kind of glossing over, is the fact that if you're one of those people that like to carry wired headphones and then you have to carry a DAC with you as well, then, you know, connecting that to your phone or whatever it might be, this removes a lot of that, because you can just go USB-C to USB-C into your phone. Just one cable, bam. And the DAC is built into the headphones themselves. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. So, you know, no doubt about that, man. So something to keep in mind there. But like I said, it's not going to be for everyone, and that's totally fine. It's totally fine. So, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, you can't be the 365-day return policy. No, no way. I mean, even Amazon isn't pulling that. So, because I've been out of the return period on Amazon stuff. I'm like, dang it. So it happens. It happens, man. It does happen. So, yeah, man. Let's see. But yeah, so make sure you guys don't miss out, man. The Master Dynamic MW07 for $33. Steal. As a steal, man. I'm probably going to go ahead and drop that on the community tab so that the rest of the homies and the rest of the Hefe fam can see it. So huge appreciation. And then anybody who feels like they want to share this video, if you want to help your boy El Jefe with this Focal Bathys video, if you want to share it, I would appreciate that. You can share it, you know, on subreddits. If you want to share it wherever you feel is appropriate on your socials, please feel free to do so. Greatly appreciate that. Only place that beats our return policy is Costco. Yeah, because Costco would pretty much take anything back, man. I see people taking food back, which I'm just like, what? Returning a Christmas tree after Christmas? Like, are you serious? Really? Crazy. Yo, Ray, what's up, man? It's been a while, bro. Good to see you, man. I appreciate you coming by. Let's see here. Bathys are quite the bargain if the budget and the sound quality matters, given that they can replace something like the Focal Radiance and still be excellent for travel, ANC, etc. No, I completely agree. I completely agree. It depends on what you need it for, right? But for sound quality, like, this is really a product that's aimed for sound quality, but also giving you some of the other flagship features that we've come to expect. While it can't beat Sony, while it can't beat Sony and Apple for noise cancellation power or transparency mode, it easily beats them both on sound quality. So, but yeah, it's a trip, man. Yo, Seventh Burrow, what's up, man? Good to see you. Hey, Mark, always good to see you, brother. Appreciate you coming in, man. Thank you so much, man. I hope today is as good as can be for you. Let's see. Oh, super chat coming in from Jeff J. What's up, man? Let's hit it one time. Thank you so much. Says, thank you for sharing the knowledge and deepest condolences on the passing of your wife. Thank you, man. I really do appreciate that. Seriously, man. Also, I 100% agree with your thoughts on the Bathys, which I'm listening to you on right now. Nice. Nice. Yeah, they're excellent, man. Here's the thing with me, my experience personally with Focal as headphones, the only Focals that I have outside of the Bathys are the Focal Listen wireless. And those things dropped, like 4 or 5 years ago, something like that. I mean, they still charge with USB, micro USB. That's how old they are. But that was their other set of wireless headphones. And they sounded really good. But that was like, man, that was a while back, dude. And even when Focal had sent them to me, they were already completely like, one, they had already been out for a long time, so the hype was already dead. And two, they were literally sold out everywhere. Like you couldn't get them on Amazon or anything. So it's just like, I didn't even make the video because it was like, well, even if I make the video, nobody's even gonna be able to buy them. So it was crazy. It was crazy. So, but those are pretty cool. But these are on another level. Like these are, yeah, it's a whole step up. So is what I'm trying to say. I can't stop myself from reading that as bath ease. Yeah. Yeah. When I first saw it, I was thinking Bathys. Like that's how I was pronouncing it. And then, I think it was either the headphone show. They released a video where they were in France at Focal's factory and you could actually hear them pronouncing it Bathys. So I was like, oh, that's how you pronounce it then. So they are French headphones. So I was like, all right, cool. Yeah. Bathys. That's what it is. Yeah. Let's see. For similar price, Galaxy Buds 2 Pro or Bose Quiet Comfort earbuds. Depends on what you need them for. But if they're the same price, I'd probably go with the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro. Bose, you go with those if you need maximum noise cancellation power. Like if you need the king of noise cancellation, you go with Bose for those. But if you don't need the king of noise cancellation, but you want a good all-arounder with balanced sound, then yeah, you'd go with the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro. So, sir, sir, come on now. I mean, truly, you listen to headphones for the sound. All the other stuff is just extras. Yeah, exactly. Bathys. Yeah, exactly. In my LaShawn voice. Nice. Yeah. So that's what it is though, man. These headphones are legit. Like, I mean, I know the styling is different. Like a lot of people want to be more like understated with, when they're wearing headphones. Like this is kind of what we're accustomed to, right? Something more like this, like the Sonys, very, very basic. Just kind of, it is what it is, right? They're just headphones. You're just wearing them. Same thing with Sennheiser, they're just more that subdued. Nah, man. Focal's got style, baby. They're bringing style points to the table. Like these things are the truth, man. And I'll tell you, like I've been wearing them when I've been taking my walks during the day, and turned a few heads. There's been a few heads, like they've been like, what the hell is this fool wearing on his head? Like, what the hell? Man, that doesn't embarrass me. I'm like, you goddamn right. You goddamn right. I'm wearing some freaking Focals out here. Like, get on this level, son. But yeah, man. Let's see. So just getting some of those cans out of the way there. All right, let's see here. Those look like a design you see in a luxury vehicle speakers. Yeah, 100%, man. Yeah, it's pretty wild, man. It's pretty wild. So, but yeah, it's good to see. Yo, chill. 7 Burrow, man. I'm gonna need you to calm down, sir. Oh man. But yeah, so that's how we're rocking with it today, man. Focal Bathys are a lot of fun. Definitely something fun, man. I think even I know LaShawn would like him too. He's a massive bass head, but man, they punch, and that's what's really nice because they got to have something to them, man. If the bass rolls off too quick, sometimes I'm like, I don't know, and that's sometimes I know for some people that's what they want, but you got to have a little. At least a little bit, something to represent some of those lower frequencies. So yeah, man. Let's see here. Yeah, that's what LaShawn kept saying. He kept saying the Batif. Not the Batiste, but the Patif. Like, come on, bro. What are you doing? What are you doing to me, man? What are you doing to me? Oh, man. All right, so let's see. Where are we at here? Oh, hold on. This is in English. You can probably pronounce them Bathys. They're named after the French word for bathysphere. So if you apply the same truncation in English, you get Bathys. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Speaking of Bose, I get mad feedback from the ambient control while riding in the car. Door slams or hitting potholes. It's like, boom. Anyone experience this? Oh, that's weird. I have not experienced that. That's odd, though. Huh. Now, I don't normally wear earbuds in the car while driving. That's just not something I normally do. But, yeah, that's definitely odd. I said, I missed most of the review because I need a high-powered DAC to drive them. That's exactly. Yeah, see? Batifs. LaShawn can't help himself. Yeah, you already know that. You already know that. He can't help himself with that. It's too close. It's too close to the actual name. So yeah, we're not that's what I expected. I fully expected that to be the case, to be very, very clear. So yeah, man. But yeah, and then let's see here. Next up, and I'm probably just to kind of give you guys the early scoop on this. I'm probably going to be starting to add a second, it's either going to have to be a second video drop or a second stream during the week. So I'm looking at the different times of the day to see what kind of works and what doesn't. I know, Burial and Sean, they have their own schedules, their own lives going on. So I'm not going to be expecting any kind of mod support for this other live stream. But something where I'm probably going to be doing something along those lines. Not sure if it's going to be, probably going to be aiming for probably around Wednesdays, but it's going to be earlier in the day for me. So it would be something well before, say, Easy Stream would start up. So probably like 3 or 4 p.m. my time, which would be, early on the East Coast. So like if I go 3 p.m. my time, it's going to be 6 p.m. on the East Coast. And I think Easy usually streams around like 7 or 8 p.m. on the East Coast. So yeah, right around there. But that's what I'm going to be bringing a second stream into this. I don't know what we'll do, but I'm going to be bringing something else because I got so many products. I got to start catching up. So I got to do something to start kind of getting things rolling. So, but yeah, just something to keep in mind because next up, we've got these guys right here. Let me hit you with the top down. We've got the Nothings. So if you follow me on social media, if you follow me on Twitter, if you follow me on TikTok or on Instagram, I did some quick little videos on Instagram and TikTok about the Nothing. These are the Nothing ear stick. So we'll definitely be talking about these. That's going to be the next up. So I'll probably be doing either a video or a stream during the week about these guys. So I'm trying to get, like I said, caught up. I've got so much stuff to catch up on. But that's probably what we're going to be talking about next. So that's a Tylenol bottle. I'm telling you. So I'm telling you, man. But there's a lot of people interested in open design earbuds. Like they're not really like super like my cup of tea. I do have my AirPods 3. Those don't have silicone tips, but the sound quality is exceptional. So I'll probably be comparing them to those and maybe, like the Sony regular link buds and stuff. But yeah, so that'll be the next one that we're going to be bringing to the channel here pretty soon. Just wanted to throw that out there for you guys. So yeah. Let's see. 6 p.m. I'll be there. I'm off around 5. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, he's at 9 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, but I'm just trying to make sure that it's like one. Now, I just want to make this very clear to everyone. It honestly doesn't matter. Like, I could legit stream at the exact same time as Eric, and it wouldn't make any difference in the sense of only for you guys, where if you want to watch me and him, then you'd have like a split decision. But as far as audience wise, it wouldn't hurt his stream in any way. And, him being live at the same time wouldn't hurt my stream in any way because we're not talking to the same audiences. We're both talking to completely different audiences. So, but me personally, I want to do it a little bit earlier in the day for me, basically the same time as what I'm doing right now, just to kind of keep it at least normal in that sense. Other than that, the other option would be to try to do a morning stream on a different day, but my weekdays are tied up with the 9 to 5. So it would have to be like Saturday mornings, but then that means I'd be doing a Saturday morning show and a Sunday afternoon show. I don't know. So that's why I'm trying to figure out where is a good time point during the day, during the week, that I could bring a second stream option. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how it plays out. I'm going to try it this week and we'll see how it goes. So yeah. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, man. If we can get Bowers and Wilkins and and Master and Dynamic on board, it'd be kind of dope. But I'm not holding my breath, man. I'm not holding my breath. Oh man, the Roddy Ricch earbuds. Yeah, man. So we'll see. That's nothing like an inhaler. The Tylenol bottle. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm telling you, man, here's one thing you got to give them, right? Is their stuff looks totally different from, everything else on the market. Like, you got to give them that. That's something that at the very least they are bringing different to the table, both on the nothing ear ones and the ear sticks here. Their stuff doesn't look like, anyone else's stuff as far as the case design and that sort of thing. But yeah, the thing with them is, with nothing, is there's a lot of hype, man. There's a lot of hype. People are still overhyping the ear sticks, overhyping the ear ones. The ear ones were not impressive. Sorry, just real talk, not impressive. So, and now that they raised the price, bro, the ear ones were $99 this whole time up until like a couple weeks ago. Now they're $150 for the same earbuds that already weren't that great for $100. Are you serious? Like, Carl, what? Nah. So yeah, to me, that's just wild. That's just wild. If he was like adding multi-point via firmware update or improving the sound quality or I don't know, something, then okay, cool. You're going to raise the price. All right, bet. But it's like, come on, man. Prices are supposed to go down in tech. Instead of 150, they should have dropped those to, 79 or 69 or something, and then come out with these bad boys. But yeah, crazy, man. Crazy. So we'll see. Like the minimal packaging. Yeah, the minimalist packaging is nice for sure. Imagine how that would look in your pocket. Pause. Are those the nothing ear sticks in your pocket, sir? Oh. Gizmodo says he won't be disappointed by the stick. Pause. Oh, you better watch out. Man. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, but that's also why, like I've been saying, man, if you guys, if you end up following me on TikTok or on Instagram, I've been dropping like short little preview type of videos and stuff if you want to check them out. Basically what I'm going to be doing, it's not like, it's kind of like not unboxings, because you see unboxings are through the roof for vertical videos and stuff. I'm just hitting you with some basics on them, like, hey, this just arrived, check this out, something like that. So if you want to get like an early glimpse at stuff that's coming into the studio, TikTok and Instagram is going to be the place to see that. Over on Twitter, I'm still posting pictures, which is fine, at least until Twitter can get us better video. We'll see how that plays out. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, 79, that definitely would have made it more competitive. 100%. How they look, disappointing. Oh, so you got to do what works for you. Yeah, no, agreed, man. 100%, man. Let's see. Make videos horizontal again. Well, that's what YouTube's for, man. So yeah, because I like I said, I got some vertical stuff on those platforms just to kind of see where I can take them. But yeah, we'll see how it plays out. So I'm gonna have to get an editor for those. We'll see how it goes though. But yeah, man. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me, man. I appreciate you guys all hanging with me today for this review. As I said before, I'm going to be chopping this review to just the review portion. So I'm going to go through and hit some timestamps and stuff. I'm going to cut this down to the review portion. Hopefully the YouTube gods will smile upon me and process this replay quickly. Hopefully, last time it took 6 hours. So hopefully it'll be better. And then if you want to watch the full replay, I'm going to download the whole video and then re-upload it on the El Jefe Live playlist for anybody who wants to catch it for the replay squad. Got to do it. Got to show up for the replay squad. Those are my dudes. So always got to take care of them. But big thank you to the mods, Barry Johnson, holla at your boy, for holding it down for me. Big thank you to all my fellow creators in the chat who always come through and show support. Huge thank you to all the channel members. You see a little Jefe head right next to their name. Those are the channel members. I cannot thank you all enough for continuing to support what I do on this channel. It's greatly, greatly appreciated. Shout out to all the Jefe fam, all the subscribers, all the new viewers, all the people that just got here, all the homies. Thank you so much. And huge thank you to the haters. So huge thank you to the haters, because I live rent free in your heads, and I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I feed off of your anger and hatred. It makes me stronger. So keep on hating. Oh, Oh, and Scott said, and another thing before I go, coming through with another $50 super chat. Let's hit it one more time before we go. Thank you, man. I truly, truly appreciate that, man. I cannot say it enough, man. He said, hold up, who's hating? Bro, it's you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised, man. But it's you know, some of my haters are like my most loyal subscribers. You know, that those are the people that dislike videos right off top. They try to leave hateful comments. They'll badmouth me on Reddit or on the different audio forums and stuff. And all they're doing is giving me more motivation to keep doing this at the level that I'm doing it at. So rent free. That's what we call that. Rent free. Oh, they were airlocked by Barry and LaShawn. Were they? Nice. Yeah. I mean, if people show up and say stuff, that's Barry and LaShawn have full autonomy. Like if somebody comes up and steps out of line, bam, they don't got to ask me. They just handle them. So, but yeah, man. So that's how we roll though, man. That's how we roll. It's how I've always been, man. You know, people that come in and say crazy stuff, it only makes me want to work harder. So yeah, man. But that said, man, I'm out. I appreciate all y'all coming through, hanging with your boy one more time. As usual, my name is Jefe, and I'm out this bitch.